All right, hello everyone. Tyler King here with the Denver Gazette, live from Canvas Stadium in Fort Collins. As you can see on the screen behind me, the Colorado State men's basketball team is going dancing, heading back to the NCAA tournament for the third time in 4 years, and back-to-back appearances for the Rams. They obviously won the Mountain West tournament championship on Saturday night, punching a ticket. No drama this time around, as opposed to last year when Rams are sweating it out a little bit and wound up being one of the last four teams into the dance, having to go to Dayton. They are not going to Ohio this time around. A much easier travel for the Rams, as they are the number 12 seed in the West region, heading to Seattle to play number 5 seed Memphis, the champions of the American Athletic Conference, and another one of the best mid-major programs in the country this season. So it's a fascinating matchup for the Rams, a team that they played in the semifinals of the 2021 NIT tournament during the COVID season. The Rams and Tigers played down in Dallas. The Tigers won that game, knocking the Rams out of the NIT there. Yeah, I mean, this run continues for CSU. Obviously, they won 10 straight games now. They were the number 2 seed in the Mountain West Conference, beat Nevada, beat Utah State and Boise State on the way to getting their first tournament championship since 2003. So got some reaction today for the Rams, finding out here at Canvas Stadium their location, their seed, their opponent. So I'll have video of that, and then stay tuned for Niko Medved's press conference today, just kind of reacting to the matchup, the day as a whole, and just kind of what this ride has been like for this team. Which just an incredible turnaround for this group. You know, nobody thought when they were 5-5 early in non-conference play that this was going to be possible. And now they're one of the teams that on the Selection Sunday Show broadcast, they were talking about as a potential team to pull off that classic 12-5 upset. I mean, not a bad spot to be in for the Rams. There's at least one of those every year, it seems like, and they are going to be a popular pick, it feels like, with the way they've been rolling and how good they've been playing, especially with a guy like Nate Clifford looking like an All-American with how he's played and the depth they've got as well. So a lot of good vibes for this Rams team as they're going to head west to Seattle. That game will be on Friday. As I'm recording this, don't think the game time is out yet, but they will be on Friday. Obviously, it's a West Coast game, so I imagine it'll be later in the day. Typically, how those things go at the NCAA tournament. But yeah, CSU and Memphis on Friday, and here's the Rams reacting to the finding out that news, and then right after that, we're going to jump right into Niko Medved's press conference, reacting to all the news. So thanks everybody for watching, and make sure to check out all of my coverage from today's event at denvergazette.com, and stay tuned throughout the week. We have so much coverage leading up to the Rams' third trip in the last 4 years back to the NCAA tournament.
Seattle, Memphis won the American Championship earlier today. Without Tyrese Hunter, they have wins over Michigan State, UConn, and Clemson. They will face 12 seed Colorado.
To the draw, you've got Memphis and Seattle on Thursday.
Awesome. Last year, obviously, we kind of got surprised by having to go and play Tuesday in Dayton, and so I think it's great. It's a great place for our fans to travel out west. Haven't watched Memphis a bunch, but man, I don't care who we play or whatever. I'm just excited to be here. And our team's playing really well. Obviously, these are the best teams in the country. They're here for a reason, so we're going to have to be at our best and continue doing what we're doing, but I'm excited about the opportunity.
What was today like, knowing that you were in the dance and it was only a matter of where and against whom?
Yeah, it's a great feeling, I thought we were in last year too, and then it got a little hairy. But yeah, coming here today, beautiful day out, knowing we were going to get our name called, it just kind of brings a relaxation to the whole thing. But I love this. I love the anticipation of not knowing who you're playing, where you're playing. Everybody finds out at the same time. It's just kind of what makes this thing really special.
Coach, do you believe in the magic of 12 versus 5 and the upsets that do happen?
Hope so. I mean, what this team has done this year and the level of play that they've had here down the stretch, I just think they have a lot of confidence and belief and trust in what we're doing. But they're also smart enough to realize that the teams that we're playing in this tournament are also here for a reason. And Memphis is a 5 seed for a reason, and they're really well coached and they're really talented. And so But again, I believe in what we do. I believe we can beat anybody.
It's fun to see that the country's kind of catching on to what's going on here. I mean, they picked you guys as an upset on the national selection dissemination.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, just to see people, continue to recognize what we're doing, what our players are doing. I just think this year's been an incredible story. Again, where you think about where we were in November and December, and gosh, somebody said we were like 19-4 in the new year. Wild stuff that way. So it's been a great journey with these guys, and hopefully, like I said, we're playing our best at the perfect time.
Coach, you're going up against Penny Hardaway, a former player in the NBA. What's it like to go against somebody like that, and maybe that has a little more bit of rapport or a little bit of identity than you do?
I don't even think about that. I just I'm just who I am, doing my deal and whatever, and it works for us. But no, listen, we played. It was back in the NIT. Wasn't the NIT?
NIT semis.
NIT semis. Yeah, they beat us. Penny beat us in Memphis. It was in Dallas during that COVID year, or whatever. So this will kind of be a little postseason rematch between us. So now we're looking forward to it.
10 straight wins. The basketball team, as you said, that's playing its best basketball. How big a deal is NCAA tournament experience as well?
I hope so. But again, I think the best thing is we've really been battle tested here down the stretch, and we've played in a lot of big games on the road, at home, neutral courts against teams that are playing in this tournament around the bubble and have been able to have success. I think that's the best preparation. These pressure games where everything's on the line and you got to find a way to win. So this will just be another one. Now, truly, if you lose, you got to go home.
Niko, this is the third time in 4 years to have one of these is rare air for CSU. What does it mean to make this kind of an expectation here?
So it kind of was our vision, to kind of change the narrative here and kind of what we expected out of this program. And when you say that, it's kind of cool. Like, man, we've been here now 3 times in the last 4 years, and we've been to a NIT semifinal. I hope that's something we can continue to build on here, right? I think it helps recruiting. I think it helps fan engagement, the profile, obviously, of our program, and to be honest, even the school and the athletic department. So it's really cool stuff, and it's good to see more and more people paying attention to Colorado State and our program.
Coach, what has the last 24 hours been like for you after cutting down the nets and now hearing your team being called on Selection Sunday?
I had a chopped brisket sandwich at 1:15 in Buc-ee's last night, if that tells you, right? Like anything. We had to do that. Our snack time around the airport, we're like, man, we gotta do it, man. So we did the championship snack time in Buc-ee's. But the last 24 hours, really 48, whatever, it's just a blur, You got just adrenaline, you're not really sleeping and whatever, but it's what you live for, man. I mean, that's what you do this for as a coach, as a player, is to play meaningful games in March. Now to be part of March Madness, it's what you live for. I'm just so happy for these guys to have this opportunity.
Snack time has become a fun part of this story. What you thought about snack time protocols for the NCAA tournament?
Not yet. I mean, I got to be careful. These guys were asking for like 4 snacks last night. We'd know, it's cool. It's fun been watching some of the fans that are doing their own snack time videos and stuff. It's pretty cool, but nah, we haven't crossed that bridge yet. But if we win in the NCAA tournament, maybe they get one.
In Las Vegas, the fans were in the stands. What is it kind of like to see the fans rally around you here on Sunday?
We had a great turnout in Vegas. I think that was awesome to see. I mean, we felt that right away on Thursday, that our fans were there. They were cheering. They were into it. And kudos to them for coming out. I'm so happy for them, too, that they could experience it. It was first Mountain West Championship in 22 years. Really, really cool. And again, I'll say this. I think us going to Seattle, going out west is great for us. I think it's a much easier location for our fans to travel to. So we got a little bit more time playing Friday. So hopefully it's going to be a great turnout to CSU fans in Seattle.
When you hear March Madness, what do you think of? When you hear March Madness this time of year, what do you think of this time?
I just think it's like one of the most American things we have, like in sports. It's just everybody here this next week, no matter if you're a casual basketball fan or serious basketball, fills out a bracket, watches it. It's the underdog that can come out and become a national story, and it's so cool. It's unlike anything else sports related, or not a lot of things related in our country, and it's really, really special. You grew up watching, to be a part of it, it means everything.
Niko, with Boise getting left out, obviously that shows what last night meant for just the getting in. How nice was to see the guys perform on that stage all week and just kind of deliver when they needed to most?
Awesome, and I think what's helped us, I mean, people don't believe me, but you can ask them. I mean, we never once talked about the bubble. We never once talked about our net rankings. We just talked about getting better and winning. And I know they know what was at stake, but I think just keeping ourselves laser focused like that really, really helped us. And you can see by the way they performed. I mean, they just went out there and they went for it. They weren't worried about what might happen. They're just like, today's our day. Now's our moment. And man, I couldn't have asked them to perform any better.
How much will you rely on the 4 guys that were part of last year's team, and obviously Ethan's had a lot of NCAA tournament experience, just to get the new guys ready for what to expect this weekend and how to go about it?
You know, and maybe I'm old school. I don't even know how much that. We're just gonna keep doing what we're doing. Do you know what I mean? Like we've got veteran guys, young guys, but sometimes, how should I say this? Like, it's a big moment, but sometimes you can make the moment bigger than it is, and make the moment bigger than the actual game. You know, and so we gotta go do what we're doing. We gotta find a way to get better in practice this week, prepare for Memphis, and have confidence in what we're doing, and not make it bigger than it is. It's 40 minutes. It's a basketball game, and let's go have some fun doing it.